Welcome back to the cutting board. I want crepes. Crepes are an amazing vehicle for use at different kinds of meals. You're gonna eat it in the evening or for breakfast.
Savory or sweet.
Savory or sweet. And I've asked Marlene to help me today to make a plant-based crepe. That means a crepe with no eggs and
No
milk.
cholesterol.
And no cholesterol. So how are we gonna make a crepe that's vegan?
Okay, it's gonna be really easy. You're gonna love this recipe. We don't have that many ingredients. Let's start with the liquid ingredients. We're gonna do everything in the blender. And I already have my frying pan heating up. I have a non-stick skillet. I'm gonna put 1.5 cups of organic soy milk in here. And I'm going to put 1/2 cup of soy yogurt that I've made.
Now you can click here and you'll get the episode where we talked about how to make that yogurt yourself.
Woo! See, it's lumpy yogurt. It's not milk.
So these crepes are probiotic.
Yeah.
Watch the episode, you'll see.
Okay.
And how much did you add of the...
1/2 cup yogurt and 1.5 cup of the milk.
So we've got basically 2 cups of our liquid ingredients.
And if you don't have the yogurt, you can do it with all milk.
Just do the whole
You might
thing.
have to adjust the flour and the oatmeal. So I've got 1/2 cup of unbleached flour. Actually, I have whole wheat pastry flour in there with just a couple spoons of unbleached, just to make it a tiny bit lighter. And then I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 cup of quick oats. So these are nutritious crepes, okay? They're not just white flour and, you know, empty calories. You've actually got a lot of nutrition in here. A touch of vanilla if you're using them sweet.
Okay.
If I was gonna make a savory crepe where I'm putting like mashed potatoes and heart of palm or something like that, I would not put the vanilla in.
Would you put the honey in?
I would put honey in, but maybe only 1/2 teaspoon. I'm putting a tablespoon in here right now because this helps to give the crepe the golden color.
Okay.
It's important if you want something to brown in the oven or on your skillet, a sweetener is what you need. That's what browns it, okay? So that's pretty much it. Now
All
we're
our
gonna blend.
ingredients are in and all we're gonna do is blend.
Make sure it's creamy, yeah. Okay, so here we go, about a minute.
So this is ready.
Yes.
And all we did was blend it. And
Yep.
now we're gonna actually make the crepe itself.
We're gonna cook it up, exactly. So I've got a nice non-stick pan here. It's not Teflon, it's this newfangled stuff that they have nowadays. I'm just gonna give it a little spritz for my first one. Sometimes you need a little added protection so it doesn't stick and it flips well. And we're gonna put about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of batter. I just kind of twist it and cover it really well. And make sure your pan is really hot when you put it in. It has to go sizzle. Okay, so now it's gonna cook for about a minute, minute and a half.
And you can tell, especially from the yogurt, you've got these bubbles
Yes.
that you have going on here. Those bubbles are really important. That's what's making this light and airy.
Yes.
A little bit of that fluffy.
Exactly. The key about a good crepe is it has to be light and it has to be airy and stuff. So I'm really excited about making it with the yogurt that we made. It's really good.
My background, my family, we're from crepe country. I mean, that we eat a lot of crepes. That was a good vehicle to get fruit and other really good
Exactly.
things to kids.
Sentimental food.
Sentimental
For
food,
my family
but it
too.
was also kind of not that good for us. It had a lot of eggs in it, a lot of cholesterol in each one of the pancakes. Here you've got one that has exactly the right texture, that fluffiness, and hopefully in a moment it'll have that right color of
Exactly.
a crepe that you were mentioning
Hopefully,
because of
huh?
the honey. Yes,
Okay.
because of the honey to get that color, to get the right
Exactly.
color. And there really then isn't a reason to eat the harmful crepe anymore because you've got the exact same thing, the same look, the same feel, and you're gonna get all of that in a really healthy way, but not just healthy, nutritious as
Exactly.
well because of the ingredients that we put in
yeah,
there.
just packed full of nutrition. And we're gonna put all kinds of nutrition inside it as well.
Now, we are gonna eat them sweet today, but you could use this in a savory way.
Yes.
And we're gonna use fillings that we've made.
I'm gonna put almond butter in it, some fruit, chopped up pears, apples, banana, some raspberry, blueberry. And we're also going to put some of our whipped cream that we made, our plant-based whipped cream.
Whipped cream that you can watch right here how to make.
And our carob sauce that we made on the cutting board as well.
Which you can also watch right here.
Yes, so I think it's going to turn out real good.
I'm seeing that color.
It is starting to turn golden on the edge. That's what you want to do. As it starts to brown on the edges, you just kind of check on it. It needs a little bit more, just a little bit more.
Use just a tiny bit of the cooking spray on this pan.
Yeah, actually, I don't think I need it. This is a pretty good pan, but you know, different pans.
You're gonna adjust that depending on the equipment that you have in your
another
kitchen.
point I might make is the first pancake is usually a certain consistency, and as the batter sits, it gets a little bit thicker because the oatmeal is starting to absorb. And so usually by the second crepe, I just add another tablespoon of liquid and blend it in again, because I can see it already got a little bit thicker. So usually between the first and second crepe, I have to add just a tablespoon, just from the sitting.
Just mixing that up.
Yeah, and that'll make it perfect for the second one. And you won't have to do that again. But let's see how this goes. Does that look good?
Perfect crepe, perfect color right there.
So I'm pretty excited about this. We're gonna be eating them soon.
So we still got a couple crepes going, but these crepes are ready to eat. And we've filled them with a couple of things that we've done in other episodes, like the carob sauce on top, what looks like chocolate here. The yogurt, or this is the whipped cream?
This is whipped cream.
This is the whipped cream in here, and fruit. What kind of fruit did we put in
And we have
here?
almond butter in there. I just put a little strip of almond butter in it.
Almond butter, and what kind of fruit?
We have banana, apple, pear, raspberry, and blueberry.
Fruit salad. So I've got this meal. It looks like it's not healthy for me. It just looks that way.
It looks like dessert, huh?
It looks like dessert, but it's actually a really healthy breakfast.
High antioxidants, fiber, all kinds of good stuff in here.
So we're gonna taste this now.
Protein, because there's nuts in here and soy, so.
So we know we've got all the right flavors. What we're gonna be checking for here is the fluffiness of this crepe.
Delicate flavor.
Okay.
I'll let you go first because I'm gonna make a mess.
Perfect. The almond butter is a great addition. Really helps to bring out the fruit, the sweetness from the fruit. The pancake itself has that perfect fluffiness of a crepe.
Very light.
Very light, perfect vehicle. Your kids are gonna want to eat all of their fruit
Yes.
if you make this for breakfast. Join us again on the cutting board to get more recipes like this.